The first black senator elected in the South since the Reconstruction. That would be about, I think, about 114 years. Yet you say that your life disproves leftist lies. And
Yes.
My question to you is, I'm the exception, right? You're the exception. Maybe even Miss Whoopi Goldberg is the exception.
Oh, she's definitely the exception.
But we are not the rule.
No, and one of the reasons why I'm on the show is because of the comments that were made, frankly, on this.
Okay, so before he starts, I just want to say this. Before he starts, I just want to say this, guys. Anybody that goes above and beyond to achieve some success, you are the exception. That's anyone, black, white, or other. It don't matter your race. If you go above and beyond to study hard, to excel, to pay attention, to tell yourself to say no to vices, to say no to a good time so that you can do the hard thing first, which is do the job, which is chase after your goals and your dreams, which is put God and family first, which is try to have some integrity and some character, do things the right way, so to speak. You are the exception. I don't care who you are or what you look like. You are the exception. You are exceptional, literally, period. So to point at somebody and say you're the exception and say you're the exception because of slavery and Jim Crow and they won't allow us to do this and they've been holding us down with chains and we've been able to break away. We're the one person that got away from all these white people that's been trying to hold us back. Nah, it's not that. That's fear mongering and it's ignorance and it's a lie. It's extremely disingenuous if you think about it. All right, I said I wasn't going to stop it. All right, let me be a man of my word. I can't now because I already broke it. But all right.
Show that the only way for a young African-American kid to be successful in this country is to be the exception and not the rule. That is a dangerous, offensive, disgusting message to send to our young people today, that the only way to succeed is by being the exception. I will tell you that if my life is the exception, I can't imagine.
But it is.
But it's not actually. It's
been 114 years.
Yeah. So the fact of the matter is, we've had an African-American president, African-American vice president. We've had 2 African-Americans to be secretaries of the state. In my home city, the police chief is an African-American who's now running for mayor. The head of the highway patrol for South Carolina is an African-American.
Still
in
exceptions.
In 1975, there was about 15% employment in the African-American community. For the first time in the history of the country, it's under 5%.
40% homelessness.
And 50%
of
African-Americans, 50% of the folks in our community
get 13% of the population.
You had the chance to ask the question. I know that I've watched you on the show that you like people to be deferential and respectful, so I'm going to do the same thing.
That is true.
So here's what I'm going to suggest. I'm going to suggest the fact of the matter is that progress in America is palpable. It can be measured in generations. I look back at the fact that my grandfather, born in 1921 in Sally, South Carolina, when he was on a sidewalk, a white person was coming, he had to step off and not make eye contact. That man believed then, with some doubt now, in the goodness of America, because he believed that having faith in God, faith in himself, and faith in what the future could hold for his kids would unleash opportunities in ways that you cannot imagine. Every kid today can...
Hold on. He just now said something that y'all know I'm going to stop on. Faith in God, faith in yourself can unleash opportunities you never heard of. Faith in God and faith in yourself. Faith in God and... Here's what I don't understand. How can you call yourself empowering black people and all you want to do is remind black people that they cannot get ahead without the help of the white man? They cannot get ahead because a white man is holding back. They have to start 400 years back and you got chains on you and you got all these barriers. You need to point out that you can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. Like the Bible don't say anything about a certain color of individuals are the only people who will succeed and do well, the only people who would thrive. The Bible says, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. It also says prayer without works is dead. At the end of the day, if we don't believe we can do it, we're not going to do it. Like doubting yourself is a belief as well. And if you believe that more than you believe that you can do it, then you're not. If you believe you can't get out of the hood, you won't. If you believe you won't succeed coming from a certain nationality, you won't. You got to have faith that you can. And you got to get out there and start running, start moving, start going, start failing. Every single day, fail, 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 fail. What do you think bodybuilders do? What do you think people in the gym who got these beautiful bodies, like these women with these amazing bodies, these men with these athletic bodies, what do you think they do? They work out until their bodies fail. And then they work out again until their bodies fail. And when you work out at a certain point and your body is failing at 25 pounds, it fails again at 25 pounds, and it fails again, you can move up to 35 now. If you can do more than 8, because it helps you build up muscle and strength to get stronger and stronger and get bigger weights, like heavier weights. That's just how life is. But if you constantly have people like The View telling you that you can't do it because you are a certain hue, the color of your skin is holding you back, or the color of their skin is holding you back, you're not going to be able to do it. That's why it's imperative that you have somebody, an accountability coach, accountability partner, a friend, a minister, a therapist, a coach, a mentor, someone who can push you beyond your own belief that you can do it. Because once you believe it and you start taking them steps, you're going to be like, whoa, Jesus, I didn't know that I can get this done. There are people running marathons now who did not think they ever will run. They didn't think that they can walk a marathon, but they started by walking and practicing, walking and walking and walking, then jogging, then walking and jogging for a long period of time, building up their wind, breathing better, like achieving more, challenging themselves, going up against their own doubts, breaking down their own barriers, and getting better each day. Come on, man. You're not going to tell me that I have strongholds against me at all. There's nothing that can stop me at all. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to stop this. Let me live up to my word.
And faith in what the future could hold for his kids would unleash opportunities in ways that you cannot imagine. Every kid today can look, just change the stations and see how much progress has been made in this country. ABC, NBC, CBS, ESPN, CNN, Fox News all have African-American and Hispanic hosts. So what I'm suggesting is that yesterday's exception is today's rule. And for us to suggest...
America has met its promise.
No, of course, the concept of America is that we
are different conversation.
A more perfect union. But in fact, the challenges that we faced 50 years ago and 60 years ago should not be the same challenges that we face today. And here's the way that you measure that. When my mother was born, about 10% of African Americans got a high school degree, diploma. Today, it's over 90%. When you look at the income, success that we've had.
That's an HBCU stat.
Well, listen, HBCU stat is a good one, because one of the reasons why I took the funding for HBCUs to the highest level in the history of the country, and then I helped make it permanent, is because I believe that education is the closest thing to magic in America. So I'm about making sure that our kids have as many opportunities to succeed as possible. It's one of the reasons why
I need an opportunity to succeed because I have to.
Y'all see that, right? Hold on. Time out. Did y'all just now see that? So Tim Scott is kicking nothing but the truth. He's not stretching it. He's speaking nothing but the truth. And what happens? Whoopi Goldberg saved the day. She see that he is beating Sonny Halston down with nothing but facts, honest truth. And guess what else happened? I don't know if y'all noticed this, but did you hear one person clap in their audience at all? It's because they're not there to hear the truth. They're not there to have objective conversation. They're only there to listen to these ladies complain about what we're not doing and what we don't have and how bad this country is. And then they're told to clap. But when somebody come there That's another African American who they claim they respect and they want to listen to. We want to hear your side of the story. No, this person is a friend of Trump. We hate him. And no matter what he say, we're not even going to be listening. We don't even care what he has to say. We don't care what he has to say, even if it makes sense. So what will he say it makes sense? So what? And what happens? Sonny Halston is like, that's a HBCU metric right there. That's a HBCU stat. That's a this, that, and the other. Woman, you claim to be a lawyer and so smart, you always get bested by everybody you have a conversation with on The View, which is nuts. Like, and I show all respect to people that got higher learning and especially higher education. But if you're a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, and those, it's a few careers that you automatically show some respect to, because you know how difficult it is to get that degree or become that career. But at the end of the day, they are not honest, and they prove it time and time again. Tim Scott did not say anything wrong at all. He was just talking about the progression of us as a people, and they did not want to acknowledge it. He beat Sonny Halston down with nothing but facts. Nobody applauded him when he made any points, and then Whoopi Goldberg jumped in there and stopped him so she can go to a commercial, because they didn't know that he was going to be cooking for as long as he was going to be cooking. They thought that bad boy he was going to come out there and fry something real quick. No, this is slow cooker. We need to take our time with this. It's the best eating. We're going to slow cook this. We're going to chop up some carrots, some celery, some onions, some peppers, some jalapenos. We're going to put some daggone broth inside the pot. Well-seasoned meat. Slow cook this bad boy. Put this on a slow cooker, go to work, come back home, and it is ready. We got some stew, to put over some rice and some noodles. They didn't expect for him to slow cook the way that he did. And that's exactly, he took his time and he broke it down to her. And nobody on the panel could handle it. Shout out to Tim Scott for that. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.